Donc là, on attaque la réact du programme spécial de la version 1.5 de Honkai qui s'appelle Histoire fantasmagorique. Donc c'est parti, découvrons, on va voir ce que ça va donner. Oh, le porcinet. On va remettre à 21% comme c'était.
The finest hand-picked, well-tied spring meets the chewiest brown sugar boba on the block, bursting with L-carnitine, flavor, and health. Immortal's delight, the drink of the
sorte de bubble tea.
Newsflash. The IPC will soon be dispatching representatives to multiple worlds. The effort is part of a raft of new measures to encourage trade and strengthen friendship throughout the cosmos. The Genius Society's newest masterpiece, Simulated Universe World 8, is about to go live. Madame Herta has revealed that the project is about to enter the launch phase. For further details, don't forget to tune in to our program's follow-up reporting. Renowned songstress Robin has received an invitation to perform at Penacony's Charmony Festival.
Hello? Hello?
Hello. My name is Huohuo.
Recent days, the Xianzhou Luofu has reported an uptick in supernatural activity, with evil spirits wreaking havoc across multiple locations. The Ten Lords Commission has assured citizens that it is thoroughly investigating all incidents. This program will be bringing you the latest as the story unfolds. For more details, stay tuned for the upcoming Haunted Xianzhou special program.
beautiful creature. Bless you for choosing to dally here. Allow me to ask you, as a fellow entity of the universe, are you acquainted with the goddess Sidrilla?
Chevalier de la beauté, what the fuck. Ok, là je pense qu'on a le trailer. Oh.
Another anomaly in this shining universe.
What?
Since you do not understand the beauty, I will have to show you in a way that only a knight can. The beauty is eternal.
Oh.
We made it! What's up, guys? Most haunted place in the Luofu. Follow and share. Or else
Voilà, partagez, vous abonnez-vous aussi.
Yo, what's up? You're finally here.
Captain Huohuo, should
Oh,
we
de
start
nouveaux
the
persos là.
interval? Captain? You can just call me Huohuo. The fate of humans means nothing to me. We play by our own set of rules.
La zone du crépuscule. Code de rédemption. Que j'ai rentré aussi. Voilà, je vous laisse. On laisse noter. J'ai B9, BE7, K5R, KUY3. Allez, passons.
Delve as ghost fires dance. The clock strikes 12. Well, whether or not your world has a midnight hour, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the Interastral Peace Media's Haunted Xianzhou special program. I'm your ghostly host with the
Je suis bourré machin.
you to the
I'm the galactic baseballer.
Speaking of weird and wonderful.
Hey guys, Grey Knife in here.
It's an honor to be a guest on the 1.5 special program. I mean, Owlbert's Haunted Cienjo special program.
Bien sûr.
Huh? Owlbert, did you unlock a new skin?
That's one way of putting
Ouais,
it.
c'est vrai qu'il a changé cette année.
Naturally, an anchor of my standing needs to have the best wardrobe department in town. Now, as our audience will be well aware, the Cienjo is constantly roaming the universe, and the
C'est vrai.
universe is filled with the unknown. It should come as no surprise then that the Luofu has had its fair share of strange encounters. And speaking of strange, the trailer we just witnessed gave us a sneak peek into a place of mystery, evil, and ghost fire. Fixtral Garden.
I thought Fixtral Garden was just some old abandoned place on the Luofu. Why is it suddenly getting so much attention?
Allow me to explain. A while back, the Artisanship Commission's creation furnace was shattered, and the Heliobi trapped inside were able to escape. Know where they went to hide? Yup. Fixtral Garden.
I see. Wait, what's a Heliobi?
People say that the Heliobi are the result of accumulated grievances. They can
D'accord.
possess people, deceive the senses, affect the soul, and usurp the flesh. Those possessed exhibit bizarre behavior and restless thoughts. It's a truly frightening spectacle.
But the creation furnace wasn't exactly fragile. How could it just break?
Rumor has it, the Artisanship Commission's surveillance recorded a gray-haired figure in
C'est
dark
feuille.
clothing.
Gray hair, dark clothing.
Peut-être
Did they
c'est
have a
cadre.
baseball bat?
Hey, don't pin this on me. The destruction of the creation furnace was a direct result of the Stellaron disaster. Right, Albert? Just tell us more about Fixtral Garden.
Fixtral Garden has always been overflowing with yin energy, and the garden itself is littered with suppression towers, stone monoliths, and ancient trees.
La zone est sympa, c'est un petit côté Halloween. Moi
When
j'aime
the
bien.
sun goes down, things get a whole lot creepier. The garden is layered and deceptive, and it's easy to lose your bearings. Since the Heliobi moved in, it's probably the most dangerous place on the Luofu. Heliobi are experts when it comes to possession, and even the most experienced Wraith Wardens and Arumaton Spectral Envoys
Oh, ils sont
can
stylés, hein.
become their victims. When you can't tell your friend from your enemy,
Elles sont vraiment
things tend to
stylées.
go south fast. If all that wasn't enough, they say that Mara-stricken members of the Ten Lords Commission also wander the garden. A word of
Elles ont
advice?
trop de charme, c'est ça le pire.
Keep your wits about you.
Sounds like great streaming material to me. I bet I could become the Cienjo's #1 streamer in no
Moi je serais le meilleur streamer de France un jour.
Funny
Ouais.
you should mention. To most people, Fixtral Garden was always a strange and desolate place that rarely got much attention. But now that stories are beginning to circulate, the situation has changed.
Situation a
The
changed.
Cienjo's online forums have been filling up with posts describing supernatural phenomena in Fixtral Garden. Everything from self-playing violins to the wailing cries of vengeful ghosts. Unsurprisingly, Cienjo fans of the supernatural are loving every second.
In my experience, forums aren't exactly the most reliable news sources.
Ugh, who cares if some of it's false? This is a hype train I can't afford to miss. Trailblazer, what do you think? Want to start a ghost hunting squad with me?
Fire breathing, quiet band performances, headstands, balancing acts, spear deflection, sword juggling, and boulder smashing weren't enough, huh? Now you're an expert in ghost hunting?
Who said I was an expert? I just have a lot of transferable skills, that's all.
Well, you better hope so. Speaking of which, in the brand new version 1.5 Trailblaze Continuance, a foxy and tale
D'accord,
of
c'est
the
dans
hunting.
continuité pionnière en
The
fait.
ghost hunting
J'avais
squad
pas
will be
fait gaffe
responsible
avec
for chasing
Trailblaze.
down Heliobi,
Trailblaze.
purging evil, resolving crises, and protecting the Cienjo. A Foxian tale of the haunted is divided into 5
5
chapters and starts off with the ghost hunting squad facing an unusual danger and Sojourner's ghastly referee.
D'accord.
Once this chapter is complete, the story continues to unfold with twins,
Ah, les jumelles et perspicaces. L'art de l'épée est réfonctionne.
5 chapters, huh? We'll be topping Xianzhou internet searches in no time!
See? I knew we were on the same wavelength.
In addition to Trailblaze Continuance, and together with Miss Guinifin, Trailblazers will also be facing fixtural garden dangers in both Luofu urban legends and ghost hunting squad missions.
Cool.
Sans mode.
And I almost forgot to mention,
Je sens que ça va être
during the
des
Ghost
quêtes où
Hunting
notre
Squad's
perso va
fixtural
bien troll.
exploration, Trailblazers can jointly manage Guinifin socials. Posting
Oh,
threads
trop bien.
is a great way to create discussion among Xianzhou netizens and fans of the supernatural.
I can't wait! We're gonna get the whole Xianzhou talking. Seriously, this is once-in-a-lifetime material. We gotta plug it for everything it's got.
D'accord,
I'm
ok, on
talking
peut
daily
interagir
updates,
et tout,
community
tu vois.
engagement, all that good stuff. Once you get enough
Ah,
momentum,
pour gagner
the
des
fan base
follow et tout.
grows itself.
Social media stardom is finally on the horizon.
Oh, you know, Miss Guinifin, there's always room for creative talents at the IPM, and I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I've introduced a lot of big names to the company. The Albert stamp of approval goes a long way.
Aw, thanks, Albert. I'm afraid I'm too invested in the Xianzhou for now, though. Good to know there's an offer on the table.
Well, it's cool, I get it. But here's my card if you ever want to collab. Just give me a shout.
Deal. Now, where were we? Oh, socials. Increasing your account's popularity level allows you to unlock more stories
Ah,
and
ça fait un peu comme le
events. Your
manoir.
ghost hunting skills will
Comme
only
le
improve as you
musée.
unlock more suppression towers and take on new
Plus
challenges.
ça augmente, plus
Not
tu
to
accèdes de
mention,
nouveaux
by
trucs.
completing limited time missions, Trailblazers can obtain the event light cone, hey, over here. What do you think,
Ah oui,
Guilings?
pas mal.
Let's give it up for Guinifin's
Toujours sympa.
generosity. Woo! Still, I hope the ghost hunting squad is up to the job. Sounds like we'll have a lot on our plate.
Don't worry. You might just be getting a helping hand from one of the
Ouais,
Xianzhou's
l'event a l'air
most
vraiment fun.
formidable forces.
Surtout comme c'est un truc un peu histoire horreur effrayante, je vois bien notre perso troll tout le monde, tu vois.
The arbiters of life and death.
Je pense que ça peut être très très drôle à faire. Parce que c'est vrai que dans le jeu, notre protagoniste, c'est un gros troller. Hein.
Like the 10 lords. But despite
Oui,
their
oui, en plus.
reputation, they're shrouded in a certain amount of mystery.
Whoa! The 10 lords are getting involved? Just when I thought our stream couldn't get any crazier!
Well, before you get too excited, I'd spend some time getting to know your assignee. The 10 lords have dispatched a trainee judge to assist the ghost hunting squad in investigating the fixtural garden situation.
Trainee, huh? As long as they're confident in their abilities.
Yeah, about that.
About that. Ok, ce trailer. C'est un peu. Ça son ulti.
Huohuo
Oh,
is a
stylé.
wind-type character following the path
Le
of
type 20 essuie la
abundance
voie de l'abondance.
and a trainee judge of the 10 Lords Commission.
Wait, is her tail on fire? Those are the spookiest looking flames I've ever seen!
Yeah, does being on fire help with ghost hunting?
What are you two whispering about?
Nothing. Just beginning to doubt her credentials.
How did this little girl become a judge in the first place?
Nouveau aussi.
Huohuo
Elle
is
agite son
essentially
drapeau
a
comme ça.
magnet for evil.
Attire le mal. Ah.
Something that comes in super handy for the 10 Lords Commission. They couldn't believe their luck.
Sounds qualified.
Of course. Talent comes in all shapes and sizes. The key is to bring the best out of everyone. Still, to her, Huohuo's unique skill set isn't exactly a blessing. People
D'accord.
say she has the worst luck on the Xianzhou. Always running into ghosts, tripping over thin air, you know the deal.
Well,
La peau.
if I spent my life running into ghosts, I'd probably fall over a lot too.
I remember one of my Guilings had the same problem. Lucky for her, one of my sponsors sells this amazing remedy that can...
And we're getting sidetracked. Anyway, I only told you half the story. Bad luck, evil attraction, call it what you like. It all started from a single unfortunate event.
Oh?
When Huohuo was a little younger, her tail was possessed by a monstrous long-life species. Any guesses? Yup, it was a heliobus. That very same day, the Ten Lords Commission decided to seal the monster in its hiding place and took Huohuo under their wing.
I get it. So Huohuo is kind of like a Ten Lords guinea pig. I think Herda had a similar fate planned for me.
That may have
Herta m'a pris un sens similaire.
the ability to pacify the monster. Naturally, anyone able to wield the power
Avec
of a
l'univers
heliobus
simulé.
was seen as a potential weapon of war.
Oh, une
But
arme de
she's
guerre
just
potentielle.
a baby. How could a scared little Foxian girl ever take on the responsibilities of the Ten Lords?
Oh, Huohuo's well aware she's a scaredy cat. That's why she watches so many horror mercia to train her courage. I guess you could call that fighting fear with fear. I'm here all week, y'all.
If that actually worked, I'd have joined the Stellaron Hunters already.
Practicality aside, Huohuo's willingness to confront her shortcomings is a true sign of professionalism. Not to mention, having spent more than a few years in the company of a heliobus, she's had to develop her own tricks for banishing evil. Huohuo's basic attack, Banner Stormcaller, can deal wind damage to a single
Devant une
target.
cible.
Kind of looks like her tail is the one making the decisions.
Ah oui, parce que oui, c'est comme si elle se faisait avancer.
Protection, Huohuo bravely brandishes her banner, restoring
Ouais.
HP to a single
Peut donner
ally
des
and
copies
adjacent
adjacentes.
teammates.
Are you sure she's not trying to surrender?
Tail spiritual domination can regenerate allies' energy and increase their attack.
Well, so that's what a heliobus looks like.
No wonder it took the Ten Lords Commission to seal it away.
When under the influence of her tail, Huohuo has a few special talents. After using her skill, she receives sacrifice life. Sacrifice life can grant allies
Infini
a
de
set
PV
amount of
allié.
HP restoration at the beginning of their respective turns or when they use their ultimate.
Tour de tour d'ici pas mal.
Not bad for a trainee, huh? This ghost hunting squad's gonna kick butt.
That's not all. Huohuo's technique, Fiend Impeachment of Evil, sends
Ah.
her enemies into a horror-struck state
Elle
and
disperse dans tous
scatters
les
them in
sens.
all directions. When attacking a horror-struck enemy, there's a chance of reducing their attack.
Oh,
Oh,
scaring
de
away your
25%, c'est pas mal, hein,
enemies.
l'attaque. Hein.
Nice moves, Huohuo. Still not getting judge vibes, though.
Hey, easy on the trainee. Of course, when you're dealing with Heliobi, the more judges, the better. That's why the Ten Lords appointed a seasoned veteran to bring up the rear. I'm talking about none other than Hanya.
Hanya, le deuxième perso. Oula. C'est une chaîne E, mais beaucoup plus dépressif. C'est notre emo girl. Qui a trop de talent. Je veux elle.
Hanya is a netherworld judge of
Il y a
the
aussi
Ten
une-
Lords Commission. She's a physical type character.
Type physique
following
et
the
la voix de
path
l'harmonie.
of
Oh, c'est bien.
Ah,
Faut
I
pas tant de
remember
type
that
physique.
face. I saw her on the Return to Darkness light cone.
Correctamundo. Rumor has it, she's one of two sisters dedicated to the work of the Ten Lords. She's responsible for predicting karmic offenses and recording corresponding judgments. Or to
D'accord.
be more precise, Hanya reads the karmic sins of criminals and uses her oracle brush to record their punishments. She's good at her job and takes it super seriously. In the Ten Lords Commission, her reputation precedes her.
Sounds like a Ten Lord celebrity.
She's put in the hours, that's for sure. In order to determine their sins, Hanya reads the memories of the Mara struck in the form of dreams.
Cool. Sounds like our ghost hunting squad just found its guiding light. No offense, Huohuo, but those sound like credentials.
Hey, enough with the
Pauvre, oh le mec. Il
But
parle trop mal
speaking
à
of
Huohuo.
credentials, it's time to see what Hanya can do on the battlefield.
Bah oui.
During her basic attack, Hanya uses her oracle brush to assault the enemy, dealing physical damage to a single target.
She
D'accord.
really lives by the pen is mightier than the sword, huh? I'll get my coat.
In addition to dealing physical damage to a single target, Hanya's skills, some saw a lot.
Les
And
tafards.
inflict them with a burden
Ah,
stick.
qui...
Ooh, is that Hanya's way of marking enemies prior to sentencing?
Pretty much. Allies inflict increased damage
Ils
on
infligent
enemies.
plus de dégâts à taille normale contre tous les
And
ennemis
if
marqués
that
par
wasn't
fardeau.
enough, after an ally launches a set amount of attacks on an
D'accord.
enemy marked with burden, they recover a skill point.
Oh,
When the
pas
going
mal.
gets tough, Hanya's got your buff.
Hanya's ultimate, Ten Lord's Decree, all shall obey, can increase speed and
La
attack
vitesse et
for a
l'attaque d'un seul
single
allié.
ally. When Hanya uses her
D'accord.
technique during exploration, she immediately launches an attack and inflicts burden on a random enemy.
When the enemy
D'accord.
won't budge, call in the judge.
All that
Elle est
aside,
support.
in
Elle, c'est du
version
support.
1.5, the new stagnant shadow, shape of perdition, will appear
D'accord.
within the Fixtural Garden map on the Cienjo Luofu. Complete the challenge to obtain new physical ascension materials.
Ah oui, bah ça c'est
Within the
pour...
same map, we'll also be welcoming
pour
Cavern
les
of
nouveaux persos, bien
Corrosion,
sûr.
Path of Darkness. Complete the challenge to obtain 2 brand new Cavern relics, Prisoner in Deep Confinement and Grand Duke Incinerated to Ashes. Woo! Well, that just about brings us
Non,
to the
déjà?
final sections of
Ah non, j'ai
our
cru.
Haunted Cienjo special program.
Huh? Already? This program isn't nearly haunted enough for my liking. Where are all the ghost stories? You know, beautiful Foxian spirits knocking on your door.
Ouais,
at
franchement,
midnight?
ouais, on est bien ça.
That kind of thing.
I think you're thinking
Hanya
of
aussi,
a
tu as
different program.
trop de persos qu'on
Moving
veut.
swiftly on to some exciting updates. Thanks again for watching, y'all, and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the following commercials.
Ah, ah, oh, ah.
Sick and tired of the daily grind? Had enough of running errands?
Ok, voilà
Do
le
you
code.
long for rapturous applause and cheering voices?
Acheter
How about
8BX,
increased self-confidence
7JL,
and a sense of
89,
pride?
7Z.
Then do we have an opportunity for you?
Ah ok, une
The
pub de 2
Boulder
minutes.
Town Martial Exhibition is now open for registration. Put yourself to
Ah,
the
mais attends.
test by challenging
Ça, merde. Autour de ça.
Scott Peterson and new your list has put out a cordial invitation
D'ailleurs,
for
un
anyone
retour ses
able to
photos.
restore her
Ah, mais ça,
photographs
c'est
to
le
the
retour.
way she remembers them. The images in question were inexplicably damaged. I lost all contact. There's a big reward for
Ah
anyone
d'accord,
that can
ouais,
help
on
me
prend les
restore the
photos des
images.
personnes ou des
Actions
objets.
speak louder than words. Miss March's memories are in your hands. Madame Herda of the Genius Society is about to launch unlimited beta testing for the newly developed simulated universe
Quand même.
world.
Ouais, c'est sympa, c'est les events
Participants will
chill
have
et
their
j'adore
costs
moi.
covered and progress saved for future iterations. In order to participate in this offline confidential beta test, please head to the most mysterious place in the universe, Herda's office. Test participants will be rewarded with a brand new
nouvel
Patagonia
ornement,
land of
d'accord.
the dreams and Firmament Frontline Glamoth planar ornaments. What are you waiting for? Get testing! Good news! The Planar Fisher and Garden of Plenty events are
C'est
about
deux
to
events qui sont
begin.
de retard.
Minutes.
Bon, ça.
Yes, it is I, your beloved avian servant. Welcome to Interastral Peace Media's second special program, Legend of Cosmic Beauty. In today's program, we will be introducing a new friend of the universe.
Yo, how's my favorite audience doing? Great to see you. We've hardly been gone, and Albert here's already had another wardrobe change.
Perhaps you didn't get the memo. But we're about to be discussing
Là,
a
on a ces
night of
nouveaux persos, bah,
impeccable
le
elegance.
perso qui débarque,
It's
là,
time to get
le
fancy.
chevalier de la beauté.
Without further ado, allow me to introduce a member of the Knights of Beauty, Argenti!
Argenti.
Argenti
Pourquoi il est stylé, son physique et vole les auditions.
As a devoted admirer of a drill of the beauty, Argenti spends his life roaming the universe and extolling their name.
Ah, so the simulated universe occurrences Curio, Robe of the Beauty, and Knights of Beauty to the Rescue. They're obviously related to the Knights, right? Running into the Knights of Beauty while testing the simulated universe is always a blessing. Those guys are a lifeline in a tight spot, especially when I can't get enough path resonance.
Treating people with courtesy, helping others as a matter of principle, and offering sincere praise to all things in the universe. Such is the code of conduct that Argenti lives by. In the simulated universe, not every helping hand is benevolent, but those provided by the Knights are beyond question. May the names of Argenti and the Beauty be blessed for all eternity.
Speaking of which, Albert, what was that Planar Fissure and Garden of Plenty commercial all about?
Well, Argenti magnanimously answered our call and agreed to appear in our commercial as a corporate ambassador. Oh, and I nearly forgot our end of the bargain. The IPM acknowledges that Adrilla the Beauty is the most peerless beauty of them all.
Albert, what did you get yourself into now?
No need to worry. Just a little two-way back scratching.
Okay. Kinda TMI. But I still don't really understand the concept of the beauty.
Allow me to explain. Adrilla's beauty permeates everything. Take Argenti for example. From his daily armor cleaning routine to his constant grace, all of it stems from his pursuit of the beauty. Elegance is Argenti's middle name and even manifests itself in his combat. Argenti's basic attack, Fleeting Fragrance, can deal physical damage to a single target. His skill, Justice Hereby Blooms, can deal physical damage to all enemies.
Nice! Man, I wish I looked that elegant in combat.
Argenti's ultimate is pretty unique, triggering different effects depending
en fonction des points d'énergie consommés. D'accord.
Such is the manifold beauty of Adrilla. When consuming a small amount of energy, Argenti's ultimate, for in this garden supreme beauty bestows, can deal damage to all enemies. When consuming all energy, Argenti's ultimate becomes merit bestowed in my garden, which deals greater damage. It also inflicts additional damage on
D'accord. Ah, ça, quand il fait ça, c'est la version
ultime.
That's not all. Argenti's
Ok, c'est un outil qui utilise des compétences des points d'énergie. Ah, il en a deux, je crois. Ouais, c'est ça. Il peut stocker deux fois, en fait, pour faire un gros dégât. C'est pas mal, hein. C'est très intéressant. Et lui, je pense, c'est un gros DPS, lui.
The greater the number of enemies, the faster his energy regeneration, and the stronger his combat.
Et en plus, ok, il élimine aussi. Plus il y a d'ennemis en face, plus il est fort en fait.
I'm here for it.
Argenti's technique, Manifesto of Purest Virtue, can daze enemies within a set range.
Oh, il est ABT en faisant ça.
Attacking a dazed enemy to enter combat not only deals damage to all enemies, but also regenerates Argenti's
energy.
Argenti is kind of handsome. I'm feeling a little dazed myself.
They say looks can kill.
C'est vraiment stylé, lui ça va être le gros DPS. Une quête compagnon avec lui en plus.
In Night of Universal Hallucinations, Trailblazers will encounter Argenti en route to a Washtopia.
Wait a second, a wash a what now? I shower every day.
Slow down there, Trailblazer. Have you never asked yourself how the Astral Express stays so clean and shiny?
Because Pom-Pom's always cleaning up after us?
It's because the train stops at Washtopias along its journey.
Il lave vos planètes.
Washtopias specialize in cleaning interstellar craft. You know, there are all kinds of fast-acting, lemon-scented, antibacterial... We're getting off topic! All you need to know is that the encounter with Argenti is one of excitement and wonder.
D'accord.
And a little bird tells me he's set for a showdown with the entire crew.
I don't get it. Why are we always either in a fight or on the way to one?
A fight, you say? Far too poor a term. What you meant to say was a chivalrous display of gentlemanly fortitude. Anyway, Argenti only challenges those who he deeply respects.
Ah, you mean that the illustrious galactic baseballer's reputation doth precede one?
Sure. Anyway, with the driller's blessing, let's move straight on to the version 1.5 warp
Ah, les
event.
bannières, on en sache un peu plus.
Finally!
First off, during the first phase of version 1.5 in the character event warp, Bloom and Gloom, Trailblazers can obtain the
donc c'est
limited
Huohuo.
5-star character Huohuo.
Yours, my favorite scaredy cat
Attends.
trainee judge.
During the
ouais.
second phase of version
Deuxième
1.5,
phase, c'est
we'll be welcoming two
Argenti.
character event
Ah, c'est une
warps.
4 étoiles la juge
Thorns of Sacred Crown.
Hanya.
Trailblazers can obtain the limited
Moi, je pense que
5-star
j'ai
character Argenti.
Ah, our
peut-être
knight
pour
in
l'Argenti en
shining
vrai.
armor.
Meanwhile, in Contract Zero, the familiar
retour de
face of
Silverwolf.
Silverwolf will be joining the warp. Not to mention the 4-star character Hanya, who will be appearing in both the aforementioned
D'accord, dans les
second
deux
phase
événements,
character event warp.
Je pense que ça va être
long time
Argenti
no
qui a
see,
l'air
Silverwolf.
très vénère en termes de DPS.
I wonder if her game accounts are doing any better.
You want to ask her the next time you see her?
You first.
Now, it's time to take a look at version 1.5's light cones. In the first phase of version 1.5, the drop rate for the 5-star light cone, Night of
Oula, le cutter qu'elle a dans les mains, ça me
While
fait
in
peur.
the second phase of version 1.5, the 5-star light cone, an instance before gaze, will enter the light cone event warp. At the same time, the drop rate for the 5-star light cone, incessant rain, will be boosted.
C'est vrai que je les fais jamais moi les cônes de lumière en 5 étoiles. Je sais pas si
train
vous
is
le
about
faites.
to
vous.
make the jump. And here's some other cool stuff. Starting from 1.5 within the team selection and character ascension screens, every character will have brand new voice lines.
different kind of
Ah, c'est sympa.
Promoted again? Is that good or bad?
Ah, is that Huohuo's ascension line? Ah, so cute. Wait, if a character's already fully ascended, can we still hear their line?
We got you covered. All audio lines get saved in the index.
très dans
You
l'index.
can listen back at any time. Here's something else.
Je vois.
In version 1.5, we'll also
Livre
be
d'or.
seeing a guest
Moi j'en
book
ai
feature
quelques-unes, je
update.
crois.
If
Ok.
Trailblazers are
Moi j'en
ever
ai jamais eu.
curious to check which friends have
Peut-être
visited
si
the
une ou deux,
Express,
mais je sais pas.
the guest book has
Non,
a
je crois même
record
pas.
and message from each visit.
Chaque
Such
visite.
a
Oh,
neat
c'est
idea.
sympa.
Additionally, the Forgotten Hall will also be receiving
Celui-là sera
updates
mis à
in
jour.
1.5. First up, in Forgotten Hall Combat, Trailblazers can now choose to re-challenge.
Ah nice, c'est sympa.
Re-challenge?
It's like this. If things aren't going too smooth
Oh,
when
Kafka,
challenging a
incroyable.
certain stage, Trailblazers can choose to return to the Forgotten Hall map and restart the challenge. When re-challenging, previously used technique points are replenished. A chance to replan your maze technique strategy, perhaps.
Ah c'est sympa si on recommence ça
And I almost
garde nos
forgot to
points.
mention,
Genre, ça en
stopping and
dépense pas
restarting a
plus.
challenge in the second half of a stage doesn't mean you have to redo the first half.
Whew, that is a relief.
And
D'accord.
when entering the Forgotten Hall, your combat lineup
C'est-
for
la
each
seule oubliée, je
stage
l'ai
is
même pas
now
avancée, hein.
remembered,
J'ai toujours pas le
regardless of
truc
whether
pour
you met
avoir
with
le-
victory or defeat.
La
Your previous
Foxienne, je sais
lineup
plus
will
son
be
nom
waiting
là.
for you
Je l'ai
on the
toujours pas fait.
preparation screen. No need for manual selection.
Now that's my kind of update.
Can't wait for Trailblazers to give it all a
Cette
spin.
tête.
The Forgotten Hall is an important system within the game.
Je pense qu'on est à la fin.
Updates will continue to be rolled out, so stay tuned for future versions. Well, looks like
Allez, le dernier code d'échange. Par contre, là derrière, là, ici, on voit c'est la sorte de robot, l'android, là. Qui d'ailleurs deviendra un personnage jouable, mais je crois que c'est pour la 1.6. Mais bon, je la pourrais, elle, parce qu'elle est vraiment trop stylée. Et là, c'est la fin, j'imagine.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Thing,
That thing? Winky winky.
Gift of Odyssey.
Oh,
Gonna forget.
sympa.
In version 1.5, Trailblazers can get their hands on 10 warps through
Bissau,
the check-in
ok.
event.
There it is.
Heck yeah!
Gotta love a check-in event. And that's not the only thing to love in version 1.5.
Sachant que les anciens, je les ai jamais fait à 100% à chaque fois.
programs tickle your fancy,
Parce que j'oublie.
You
Yeah.
had me at Ghost Hunting Squad. I am so ready for a spooky stream.
Sign me up! As for me, it was all about those unique characters. Huohuo's tale backstory,
Avec
Hanya's
les
10
Huohuo.
lords expertise, and Argenti's mysterious search for the beauty. Can't wait to see them in person.
Couldn't have put it better myself. And with that, Trailblazers, I bid you a peaceful onward journey.
Bah, quelle gentillesse.
Thank you for supporting the IBM. See you in the next one.
See ya.
Trailblaze you later!
Ok, bah en vrai c'était grave sympa. Il était sympa, un peu. Alors, moins autant épique que celui de Genshin qu'on a vu juste avant. Mais ça reste sympa. Là, c'est plus un petit event calme, avec le truc style Halloween, horreur et tout. Et après, on a une quête pour Argenti, etc., etc. Donc ça, c'est plutôt sympathique et tout. Mais voilà, lui, ça sera un tout petit, bien sûr, un tout petit, on va dire un patch, moi, que j'appelle tout petit, dans le sens où voilà, c'est pas un page qui avance dans l'histoire principale, c'est plus une transition, un petit moment détente avant d'attaquer du lourd. Surtout que voilà, après je dirais là 1.6 ça sera peut-être l'histoire principale. Après peut-être une 1.7 tranquille avant d'attaquer la 2.0. Ça s'approche, hein, ça se rapproche. Donc j'ai hâte de découvrir ça en tout cas. J'ai 4 connes, 5 étoiles, 2 cibles, 1 Demico et 2 Brunier. C'est bien, c'est bien. Donc ouais, non, en vrai, c'était cool. Donc, je pense pas besoin de faire de récap. Hein, on a parlé tout le long. C'est vrai que Argenti est celui qui m'intéresse le plus, étant donné que ça a l'air d'être un gros DPS. Donc voilà. Donc, si vous avez bien aimé, voilà, je le mettrai aussi sur YouTube. Ça fait pour ceux qui le regardent sur YouTube. N'hésitez pas à lâcher un pouce bleu et à vous abonner.